Hi guys, I'm on to make something with teddy bears today, which is something a bit different and pretty for me. Firstly, I want to give a big shout out to Bonny from Bonny and Clive. In the mail today, I received a beautiful little package. It was wrapped up in this, I think it's cellophane bag, which I'll be able to reuse. And there was a note, and it starts with "Dear Little Nat." Now, that's the nicest thing anyone's called me for a long time. Thank you, Bonnie. Basically, on one of her videos, she showed, so I don't know if she had made something with it or she was just showing it, but it's this selvage that she got. And it has the most gorgeous purple cockies on it. And I just love the colours on it. And I must have mentioned how much I liked it. So she decided to send me some. So thank you so much, Bonnie, because I absolutely adore this. And I think I'll have to put some of that in my purple and green journal. And there's stacks of it too. So that's just absolutely lovely thoughts. Thank you very much. So that was a beautiful surprise this morning. Now, I made this the other day. It is a journaling card that I've made. It's very different than the usual sort of vintage nature theme that I do, but I do like to challenge myself. I have found a teddy bear book, and I was going to send it to someone, but I have found a couple more different ones which I think will be better for that. And I really loved the pictures in this one to make a teddy bear journal. So the boss at Aunty Vera's likes teddy bears, so I did put up in Crafty Vera and Friends, her Facebook group, for the week, that if we could make something that had like teddy bears or cakes, because I know that they're two of the things she likes, and I thought it'd be a nice thing to do. So I made this the other day and posted the photo. So I've still got a few days left in the week, so I thought I would make something else today. So I've decided to keep in with this theme and colours and that because they all came out of the same book. These were the start and end pages. And then I've got the little pictures here, which are so cool. And there's a fair few of them. So today I was thinking of trying to make, don't know if I've got enough layers for it to be too effective, but I want to make a shaker tag type thing. I like to say thing because I never know how things are going to turn out. So I've got a whole lot of stuff here. I've also got these, they're shaker hearts or whatever. I got these from Aunty Vera a while back. They are unique confetti and they're hearts and they're really pretty. So I would like to use those again in this one. And I found a teddy bear picture that has, it says it's Edwina and Freddie. It's the only one that has a couple in it. So I thought, well, that could be seen as romantic. So I might make a romantic shaker tag with that. So I've got some of my scrap cardstock here. So just finding a piece that I think will be right. Just use this one, I think. Just to give the end page a bit more stability, because it is just the end page. Beautiful pattern on it though in colour, so that's why I thought I'd use them. A little bit browning on the edges, but that's all right. So I just want to stick that to that and cut it down. So I hope you are all doing okay and keeping yourself sane, spoiling yourself at times. I certainly have been, as usual. Why not? No one else is going to do it, so I do it for myself. Been out in the garden because it's not raining today and done a whole lot of weeding. It's a bit of more shadow than usual. No, that doesn't really help. Oh well. It's probably at the time of the day. Come on, glue. It's getting quite low, this one. But I'm determined to use the whole lot and not have 10,000 half-empty bottles sitting around like I do. sure that it's all got cardboard behind it, so I'm going to have to trim it down a bit, which is all right. Having a laugh before my son decides he wants to order pizza for about the third time this fortnight. Anyway, he comes out to order it on my computer, and I was like, oh, you know, because I don't tend to eat his pizza much at all. I might have a slice or two max before I have to go out tonight, but they make some pancakes at Domino's or whatever, just these little Dutch pancakes, and I was craving them the other day, so I was like, look, can you order me these pancakes? And then he starts on this rant paying me out about I'm meant to be being healthy and that because I'm going to the gym and stuff. Well, he's there ordering 3 pizzas, a Pepsi and a shake. The cheek of him. So I decided to get on Facebook and message my daughter because he's playing Minecraft with my daughter at the moment and they're talking to each other. So I thought I'd have a bit of a go and pay him out to her on Facebook. So I sent off this message, a few swear words and that. And then I get this message back from Crafty Dog saying, I don't have a brother. I had accidentally sent the message to her somehow. God knows how that had happened. I'm glad it was just her too. Yeah. This new Facebook is doing my head in a bit. So I will get used to it. All right, so it's going to be quite a wide tag probably. Now, the dilemma I'm having with these is, do I stack them all up as they are? I'd have to punch all the little bits out that haven't come out. Or do I cut it so I've just got that little inside square bit to stack up? Maybe I'll just stack them all up as they are because it will make it more sturdy around the edges. So I'm going to have to poke out all these bits. So I have a pokey tool here, otherwise known as a skewer. So I'm going to poke all these bits out that I should have done before, and then I will come back and we will stack them. All right, so I punched all the bits out of the ones I could, which was these two. And then these ones had some stubborn bits because I did double up the cardstock in the big shot. So I have just cut the little square bits out so that they're an even size. So I think that will make things nice and easy. So next thing is to cut out my teddy bears. And I might use the name if I can fit it on nicely, like I did in this card. It's Aunt Vita. I had a bit of a giggle because it's a little bit like Aunty Vera, but yeah. Now, the teddy bears are a little big so I need to cut just a bit off the side and a tad off the bottom or top as well. Just some scrap paper will be all right. So what I might do is stick these two frames together, if I can. It's going to be interesting. I should try using this glue. Just going to do it edge by edge, I think. that's not too bad. Now I want to stick these to our little teddy bear picture. So I'll do it in a similar fashion. Alright, leave that there to dry a bit. Now this section we are going to have to, which is the hard part, stick some acetate. So I'll just grab my roll and cut a chunk off my roll. That shall be plenty. So now we cut this to size as well, so we could probably use this as a guide. Now I might just grab a pen and see if I can pen onto it. I'll just give myself a rough guide here. Very rough guide. Okay. Now usually I use double-sided tape and some glue, or just double-sided tape, which is going to be difficult because it's so thin, but I do have some thin double-sided tape and I might just have to chop it down. Even if I have to do a few bits, that's all right. So let's get some of this off. See what we can do here. So my easiest bet is to run the double-sided tape onto the frame sections there, then stick it to the acetate. So let's just see, maybe about that length. Then if I chop this, certainly sticky stuff this. Might narrow like that and then put it on, which is going to be the hard part for me. Alright, so now what I have to do is go around 1, 2, 3 more sides and then stick the acetate on, and then I'm going to need to do the same with the top of this frame because we'll be sticking the acetate onto there as well. So I'm going to go ahead off camera so you don't have to watch me do this tedious bit and cut down the tape and run it along the 4 sides on both my frames. Okay, so I've somehow successfully managed to cut down the tape and stick it to my frames, which was fun. Now I've got to peel it back and I'll probably add a little bit of glue carefully and then put the acetate on. Alright, so a little bit of glue. It doesn't matter if I don't cover every bit of the sides with glue because we've got the tape there, but just as reassurance, I'll try and do a few blobs here and there. Alright, so I'm going to stick this one down onto this and hope that we've cut it just right. Yep, that's looking good. Good start. And that's the one I want. Double good start. So then we're going to peel this one and sandwich it on top like that. And we've got our little acetate window ready. It's fiddly, this sort of thing. Now that wants to come up. You can hear all the parrots outside. It's awesome. Love it when the nice weather comes and the birds are all out there chirping away. This time of the year the parrots tend to get the rosellas and that visit the yard every day. Probably because I've left so many weeds there for them this year. Something good to be said about weeds in your garden. The birds like them, that's for sure. All right, so again, I'll put a little smidgen of glue on that one as well, and then we've got to try and match them up. That's not easy for me. Actually, I probably shouldn't even be putting glue on here because I'll probably get it all over when I try and match them up. But, oh well. Here goes. Actually, I put glue on the corners and that, I can do that after if I really want to. Looks nice and clear in the window so far, so that's really good. Now I might just put a bit of glue on each corner to stick the corners together. Just keep it a bit sturdier. A bit around. So we need our shaky bits. So I've got my beautiful hearts, which I think will look really cute in there. Now I don't want too many. That's plenty, I reckon. I'm just going to give this a clean again. It's mainly the inside, isn't it, that we've got to worry about. The last window thing I did the other day, it was all nice and clean, stick it together, look at it a little while later and it's got glue and bits of thread and everything in there. I don't know how I managed that. So I'm going to just stick this on. Oh, I like that. Oh, they move. So cool. I would say that's somewhat of a success for me. They make some noise. You probably have to tap them around a bit. They're all going to get stuck down the bottom. I probably shouldn't have shook them while the glue was still wet. It's all right. Keep the ones that aren't stuck to the edges, not stuck to the, I think some of these are a bit stuck to the edges, but that's all right. Still looks really cool. So now I just want to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I'll cut it down a little bit more. Now I'm just thinking whether I want to round the corners. Do a corner around here. Okay, so I found the lace that I like to use, which is this one. It's a bit thick in that, so I might just use the flower again as a little tag topper. So I reckon I'll stick the rest of this down and then I'll cut the corners in just a bit. There's not much leeway there. And then stick a little tag topper on. Now, I might stick the corner bits down, but we'll do our little tag bits first. So I think we'll go somewhere like that. Moving about somewhat, not as much at the moment, but they definitely can. So, pretty cute. All right, let's put our little tag topper on. Yeah, that looks sweet. Should find a little white flower to put in the middle. We'll do that later. We'll just do this for now. Oops. Glue going everywhere as usual. Some of them are still moving a bit. Just got to give them some encouragement. Okay. So I just found a little bit of lace with these tiny little flowers in the middle. I feel the need to cut one of them off and stick it in the middle of our big flower. Yes, I kind of like that there. Yeah. Trying to figure out which way it wants to sit. There, just breaks up the greenness a bit, and the white goes with the white on the cardstock and that. So I think that is it for me for today. Let's clean off my window again a little bit. So now I've got these two cute little teddy bear bits to put in my teddy journal when I make it. And I've got glue and everything all over the place. So take care everyone, have fun, and I will see you soon. Bye.